Welcome back, Year 6. Hope you've had a lovely half term and you have guessed it, this term in maths we are looking at graphs and averages. So we're looking at what do we use graphs for. So if we're looking at our first lesson, we're going to understand the averages, okay? What does that word mean? So the picture shows how many pizza slices each child ate for lunch. Okay, how can you answer this question by giving just one number? You can see not every child ate the same amount of pizza, okay? So how are you going to say on average what each child ate around about, okay? So first things first, we need to look at what number each child ate. So if you pause and have a count and write your numbers down, and then we can go through it, okay? So we can see that from the picture, okay, that one child ate 5 pieces, one child ate 4, and then 3 children ate 2 pieces, okay? So in order to find the average, you need to add all of these numbers together. So you can see here, I've done the really easy option of doing 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6. I know straight away, 6 and 4 is my number bonds to 10, okay? So easy, 6 and 4 is 10, plus your 5, 15. So we know that overall, together, they ate 15 slices of pizza, okay? But that's how much all of them ate. We want to find out, on average, how much each child ate, okay? So that word average, okay, means roughly how many slices did a child eat? Just one child, how many did they eat? So we know that there are 5 children, there are 15 slices altogether. So the calculation we must do is 15 divided by 5, because they all together ate 15 slices and there's 5 of them. So that'll give us a rough idea of how many slices of pizza each child ate on average. Some will be above average, some will be below average, but the average is roughly what most people would do, okay? So if we know that 15 divided by 5 is 3, so that gives us an average of 3 slices, okay? So I want you to pause the video here and have a go at your task, your worksheet 1, okay? And then I'm going to move on and you're going to do lesson 2, because actually lesson 2 is just carrying on from this. So if I move over, we'll be able to see what lesson 2 is. Now, it's really important that you guys understand an average is another word for the mean. So you might get asked in a question, what is the mean slices of pizza? It just means what's the average, okay? So we need to use this knowledge to solve this problem here, okay? So there's a chart of the number of goals scored in a football tournament, and you can see there's group A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. And you need to put one number per group to indicate how many goals were scored by each team in that group, okay? What number would you use? So what I want you to do here is slightly different. I want you to have an average per group, okay? So basically, Brazil, Mexico, Croatia, Cameroon, what's their average, their group, their one group, what's their group average, okay? So I'm going to go through group A with you first, and then you're going to solve the rest, okay? And then you're going to finish your tasks as well. So you've got 2 lessons to get through today and 2 lots of work to get through in just one day, but I know that you're going to find this really, really easy when we go through it. So again, using the same method as we used earlier, I'm going to find out how many goals they scored. And to do that, all I did was I counted the footballs. Now you'll have this in your resources. I just counted the number of footballs, okay? And you can see that Brazil got 7, Mexico 4, Croatia 6, and Cameroon 1. Straight away, I looked for my number bonds to 10, and I had 6 and 4 here, which made 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 1 is 18. Okay, so I know they have 18 goals. I know that there's 4 of them in that group though. So I'm going to look at 18 divided by 4. Okay, now those of you, and you can see my answer, I got 4.5. Those of you will know 18 doesn't go into 4. 16 goes into 4, and you have 2 left over. So if you had 2 divided by 4, you would get a half, which is 0.5. Okay, remember? So that would be 4.5. Now, what I want to ask you is, can you have half a goal in football? No, I didn't think you could either. So, what are you going to have to do with this number? I'm imagining you loads of you shouting at the screen here. You're going to have to round that number. Now, think about your rounding rule, okay? What happens if it was 5 or more? What happened to it? It would go up. So because that says 4.5, you're going to round that up to the nearest goal, which would make it 5. So remember, when you're doing your averages for the rest of this question, year 6, you can't have a fraction of a goal. You either have a goal or you don't have a goal, okay? So if it's 4.5, it will round up. Anything 0.5 rounds up to the next goal, okay? So have a go and see how you get on.